Okay guys, good morning. On this fairly chilly Pennsylvania day. I don't know how cold it is. Probably in the 30s. Well, anyways, I'm going to be discussing heat today in the shop. How I heat my shop. I use kerosene heaters. If you guys remember, in the summertime I use a little electric heater. Works pretty good. Keep the shop warm. And in the wintertime, I bought this a year or two ago. It's a Thermoheat. It's dual heat technology. That basically means there's two heat settings. There's 55,000 BTUs or 75,000. I normally just leave it turned up to 75 because this is a the shop is 15 feet wide and then it's 24 feet long, so it's a fairly good sized shop. This will be the first year with any kind of insulation in the ceiling, so we'll see how that helps. Alright, I just got a few gallons of kerosene. I do believe, yep, it's empty. I guess the top popped off the gauge here. That's not cool. Alright. Yeah, let's flow that way, that way. Alright. Hasn't started in a while. And this actually has a thermostat down there. You turn this knob down here to where you want it, but I found it's not too sensitive. So anyways, I have one of these thermostats that you plug in line to the heater. Basically, you just turn the knob to where it shuts off the right temperature, and it's a temperature controlled switch. Like, I'm normally hanging up here beside the beside my thermometer up here on the post. I'm normally hanging up here somewhere. But anyway, that's like rapid heat I use. And then for slow, steady heat, I have this old school, it's called a kerosene heater. Burns kerosene also. Kerosene goes in this little cartridge here. This little tank, you call it. There's the stuff if anybody really wants to read it. I doubt if you can. Works pretty good. Throws off a lot of constant heat, but if I just had to use that, this will only heat the shop up to about 40 degrees in the winter. It would before. Like I said, with the insulation now, it might work on its own, but right now it works great. This is an old heater, probably from, I want to say, the 70s. High right chimney. It's a, now you guys probably can't see, but it is a cornea, something like that. I don't know how you pronounce it, but that's it. It's just kind of like a little fireplace that runs on kerosene. This one you have to have some sort of flame in order to light the kerosene. It does actually have a self-igniter that takes like big D-cell batteries. But I never wasted time on it. I just use a lighter. Both of these are pretty efficient on kerosene, surprisingly. For all the time I'm in the shop, if I fill this up at the beginning of the week, it'll last all week. And this one, if I fill it up completely, it'll last me 3 months. Depending on how cold it is. I mean, if it gets down like -15, well then it'll just chooch through the fuel. It'll just eat all the fuel. Not flat, because the shop isn't exactly airtight. I mean, you can see out in the lean-to over there, but that's closed in. So alright, I'll put some fuel in these and I'll light them up and show them to you guys. Okay guys, well I got the kerosene lit. I don't know if you can see the flame in it or not. It's not real hot yet. You guys can see the smoke coming off of it. I don't know if you can kind of see the flame in it a little bit. I still think it's getting air out of the line yet. I think. It's had a heck of a time getting this light. But it's lit now, so it'll stay lit. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is fire this thing up. I'm only pouring a little bit of kerosene in at first to make sure they're working alright, then I'll fill them up. You know, don't want them to have a fantastic meltdown with a full tank of kerosene. Okay, too bad you guys can't feel the heat coming off this thing, because it's heating up pretty good. You can kind of start to see the coils are starting to glow red there. In that one spot. There's a few other spots. It's not burning real even yet, but it is burning. So that's good. Okay, so I have this plugged in. I'm gonna... Well, basically, we'll just turn it on and see if it kicks on or not. I might have to mess with the thermostat here when I go to turn it on. So, see if we get... I got red light. Alright, it's gonna light. Hopefully. I bet the fan's not gonna spin. Yeah, fan didn't light. Or the fan didn't spin. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, the fan was seized. Whenever you take the top cover off these heaters, I've worked with these heaters a long time, so I know a lot about them. But what you want to do is make sure this fan on this motor spins freely. If you try to spin it, it won't move real easy. You need to take it apart and oil it. This one seems alright. I probably will put a little bit of oil on it before I start it though. Air filter in the back doesn't look too dirty on it. Should be alright. Alright, well, we'll flick it on here and see what happens. There we go, don't know if you guys could see and or hear that it didn't really want to start at first, so and always make sure when you work on these that the power is off to them. At least have the heater off so they don't kick on, because that fan will not care if your fingers are in it if it decides it wants to go. And this heater over here is heating up nicely now. It's starting to heat up pretty good. Don't want to get the camera too close, might melt it. Alright, so anyways, that's my heaters. I'll put the top cover back on this thing. Never actually had this one apart before. That was the first year I had trouble with it. Because normally what goes bad is the fan motor on the back. Okay, so anyways, I don't know if you guys can see my breath in the camera or not, but sometimes you guys can, sometimes you guys can't. And it's about 50 degrees in here. Well, a little less. It's probably like probably 46 or so, probably. So anyways, I'll shut the door, get my other heater in here, and then I'll turn it on and let her heat up. Well, there you go, guys. I know it's kind of dark. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Just turned it on. So you guys can see how cold it is in here. I'll let you know how long before it kicks off at that setting. I think it's set at like 50 degrees, but I think it'll shut off at like 70. That's about the setting I normally run it on to heat this. So, anyways, I'll do that. I'll figure out something else to jam in that corner over there. Now I got that corner and there to put stuff. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. That's how I heat my shop. It's probably going to be an uber-duber long video. You know, it just adds up whenever you do stuff. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'll put this up or not. Yeah, maybe I'll go outside and BS for a little bit. Because you guys probably can't hear over the heater. I don't know if any of you Gravely guys out there found this out, but I just found out actually just last night, that there is a Gravely club on Facebook called I Love My Gravely Tractor. I think that's it, or yeah, something like that. I Love My Gravely Tractor, I think it is. I actually had been doing searches for Gravely stuff on Facebook, and I hadn't been able to find anything really. And then they were talking about it last night on the Yahoo Gravely Club, so I'll go over there and check it out. It looks like a pretty interesting place. Don't know if I'm going to post anything up on there or not, really, but you know, another place to enjoy Gravely's. You guys know I love that. Love my Gravely's. There's just an overview of the shop, standing, call it the front. There's the addition to the shop I had to put on because I just had so many Gravely attachments I couldn't squeeze them all in the barn anymore. So I have that over there. And yeah, the only other thing I did yesterday was I pulled down a tree that was right there with the Bronco. I snapped the chain with the Bronco. That chain's rated 8,000 pounds. I broke it with the Bronco. See if I can't find the broken end over here. I thought the broken end was on that chain. It probably fell off somewhere. Yeah, I probably lost the broken link somewhere. Because there's the end of the other part, like, but anyways, I pulled down that big dead cherry tree that was right there. And as you can see by how messed up it is down there, the Bronco was really pulling to get that down. Well, actually getting it down wasn't too bad, but getting the stump out took all the horses the 351 had. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Okay, so just while I was out there talking to you guys, it kicked the shop up to about 51 or 2 degrees. It's really warm in here right now, guys. Later.